Hey guys, my name is Attorney Walter with Not the Third. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. Let's go right into the details of this real quick. I'm asking you to stop using these excuses in front of the administrative law judges because they don't go over well and it's hard for me to fix them. So let's get right to it. Number one, I was afraid of my medical bill and I don't have insurance. Okay, why is this a terrible excuse for why you didn't get medical treatment? COVID thing, great excuse, right? Likely of getting it, being more sick than the average person. Cool. This excuse, I was afraid of the medical bill. If you're really severely disabled, is your brain worried about a medical bill? No, you're worried about getting medical treatment. You're worried about getting a fix to the problem. The pain is so bad. The anxiety is so bad. You're worried about getting a fix. You're not worried about a medical bill. It's not a good excuse. It's never been a good excuse. Number two, I could control my mental enough to not go for treatment. Okay, let's this is an extension of the first one. So you have depression, anxiety, really bad anxiety. So what kind of anxiety? I can't be around other people. I hate being around doctors. Okay, understood. So you have enough control over your mental instability that you have the capacity to go ahead and not go to medical, even though you are mentally unsound and likely should go seek treatment for mental. Now, obviously there are people sitting there going, yeah, but I've got to stay in my house. I never go anywhere, yada, yada, yada. I can't go out and I can't do a job. Well, how do we know that if you never go to the doctor? Well, that's part of it. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, but you need objective medical evidence to show that you are that person. And then the person's like, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, well, there's the catch-22. Number three, I only need medication updates. I don't need checkups and for them to do like a full medical diagnostic impression. No, you do need medical checkups because your impairments usually are getting worse throughout this process, or the evolution of your medication essentially becoming more symptomatic, essentially having more of these issues, and you could try new medications, and if the original medication is working so great, then why can't you get a job? I only need medication updates. No, you need medical treatment. If you only need medication updates, then you're under control. Then you're good. Go get a job. Number four, I don't have a ride, and that's why they make ambulances. So you're not going for medical treatment because you don't have a ride. But you're not willing to use an ambulance because you're afraid of the cost of it. So are you severe where you got to get there, or are you not really severe? You're just chilling out watching Netflix. Number five, I was going to do it, but then I procrastinated. And that's part of my impairment. I can't do it because I procrastinate all the time. I was just going to do it. Right, all that stuff. I can't do it. Right? Okay. So if procrastinating is part of your impairment, then imagine the judge is sitting there looking at the record. The judge is okay, so we go through the A folder, we go through the B folder, we go through the D folder, the E folder, and then we get to the F folder, and the F folder is empty because there's no medical evidence. So the problem then is, okay, this person, part of the thing is procrastinating. And I have a bunch of claimants that are like that. They won't go to medical because they're too busy procrastinating. They're too busy like, I don't know how to do it, and the hearing's tomorrow. I guess I'll go tomorrow. I can't because I have a hearing. We go through all that stuff. Guys, if it were really that bad, your butt would be at the hospital. It would be a walk-in itself to the hospital. All right, next one. Okay, number six. I can't do anything myself and no one is willing to help me. So call 911. If it's really that bad, call 911. They will send people out who are paid to care about your well-being. So call 911. Oh, I don't want to call 911. I don't want to bother them. Oh, well, then go get a job. Oh, I can't get a job. Well, why can't you get a job if you don't want to bother them? I mean, you sound like you're pretty woke about basically being, not infringing on them, Oh, no, I can't. Number 8. When I get up, I keep getting these really funny texts from somebody that you guys all know. When I get up, I can't do anything in the morning because of my back. It takes me 30 minutes just to be able to help my newborn. Okay, so when you guys have a back problem, hand problem, a leg problem, a nerve problem. When you guys have these problems, and somehow you were able to make a baby, and then somehow you were able to care for that baby, it does not look good. It doesn't look good because, to be fair, just relax, let the information slide into your brain, because somehow you were able to do the act, that is a physical act, to make a baby. A baby. And then you had the ability to do upkeep on the baby. Oh no, my spouse takes care of the child. I don't do anything. Oh, that's going to go over well with the judge that's a mom of 3 children, one of which is disabled. Just, And remember, guys, when you guys are like, oh man, I can't, the judge asks, well, is everybody special? Like, oh yeah, my girlfriend's coming over later. Does she help you with anything? Oh, she does everything. What do you do for her? Oh, I can't do anything. How does that sound? Right? How does that come off to a judge? And most disability judges, they either know somebody that's disabled as part of their family, or they're impaired themselves. Like, they're in the field because they have reason to be in the field. So my point to you is this, like, you just got to understand, they're there working. So if you come off as like that level, but you don't have the medical evidence to back it, it just hurts your claim. And there's variances. There's times when it's okay, but for the most part, as I'm explaining it, you can understand. All right, number 9. I couldn't go in for surgery then because it was a bad time for me. Why? I was going through some mental things then. Like, what I needed to do was to distress, so instead I went on a cruise, or I went on a vacation, or I went for a trip, or whatever. All right. I used to have claimants who were crazy enough to put on their YouTube channels and then would fight me about removing it. Some of them wouldn't. They just, they didn't respect me enough. They didn't respect their claim enough. They just, if they wanted to show that they were going to ride a horse, they were going to show that they were riding a horse. In Jamaica, on the water, on the beach, tail of the horse, slapping their leg as they rush into the way. Literally, there are those claimants. I don't have many of those claimants anymore because I don't take them on, and I know how to spot them from a mile away. But let's read it again. I couldn't go in for surgery then because it was a bad time for me. When is surgery a bad time when it comes to you having to do something else? Well, you could have a medical problem with medication being a conflict. You could have a new impairment that popped up that is conflicting with it. But going and just mentally not being prepared for it is not usually a good excuse unless that surgery relates to a high % probability of you not being better. That's the reality, right? So if you're not going to be better, or you could be potentially worse, then yeah, it makes sense to mentally not jump on board with that horse and ride it into the Jamaican sunset, as the waves are coming up and blah, blah, blah. I bring that up because when I was a kid, I actually went to Jamaica and I got to ride horses in the way. Anyway, so, all right, next one. If you use the cane every day, why did you not bring it today? I didn't know if security would allow me to. Okay. If you have an attorney, ask them your security questions. Almost all of you guys have a security question. You just didn't think about it enough, or you're sitting back going like, I don't know what's going to happen. Please, please, please. If you are prescribed an actual device, whether for ambulatory or not, bring it on the day of your disability hearing, unless you plan to tell the judge that you do not use it very often. Then leave it at home. Go for it. 11. Why were you late for your disability hearing? Oh, my kids made me late. The file stated that you... Okay, so then the judge will say, the file stated that you didn't have any kids. Then the person goes, no, the kids I babysit for a little extra cash from my disabled friend. That is a real thing that happened to me. I have post-traumatic stress as a result of it. I am only starting to get through it due to the use of continuous medical treatment in the form of ice cream sandwiches dipped in chocolate. I need you to understand that there's a lot wrong with that. First and foremost, if you can take care of somebody else's kids, then you can do a job. If you can take care of some other disabled person's kids, then it makes that disabled person look like they're the real disabled one in the equation. Please understand that I do not come out with these videos because I think they're fun. I think they're a little funny. I do not come out with these videos because, I think, maybe you get a kick out of it. I don't know. But the bottom line is I come out with these videos because a lot of bad stuff has happened to me while practicing. You ever wonder why I do all these things about prepping the claimant for the hearing? You ever wonder why I make all these questions into these categories, into these lists I give you guys to go ahead and work on it? It's because you suck at it. You're terrible at it. You're horrible at it. You're unbelievably bad at it. When we first started to go ahead and do these videos where we talk to people about writing questions, you guys were so bad. You were so bad. But you watched the videos and you got better and you got better, and that established a new standard for a lot of people. I get messages all the time. People saying, thank you so much. This really helped me. I learned more from these videos than my attorney, blah, 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 blah. It set a new standard. After I get done with the top 200, because I recorded a bunch of them, they had a squeaking noise in the background. After I get done with them, we're going to set a new standard because we're going to go through every single listing and explain every single listing so that you understand what they are. And hopefully, and I thought Biden was going to be really good for disability benefits, but then he changed and allowed Commissioner Saul to change all the 1.0s, the musculoskeletal listings, to be far worse than they were before. April 2nd, everything changed. I thought it was going to be really good for disability benefits. I thought it was going to be more open, but that's another thing. We're not going to go into that. All right, next one, number 12. Did your attorney tell you that you need to quit smoking? Yes. And did you quit smoking? Yes. And how long have you been not smoking? A long time. And what is a long time? 3 months with no cigarettes. Really proud of myself. The judge responds. And why were you late for the hearing today? Because the guard made me put my phone and smokes in the car and get scanned again. Happened to me. Another thing that caused horrible mental, traumatic, can't sleep at night problems for me in a very... I'm never going to be the same. All right, let's get past this now. There's a lot in there. A lot of you guys are sitting there thinking, I would never do that. No. Let me explain what's actually happening. When you're in the hearing and you do something incredibly stupid, I mean like Dumber and Dumber stupid, you realize it. Because you realize when the judge jumps right on you what's going on. But what you don't realize is when you do something stupid and it just slides right by and the judge keeps asking questions. And then at the end of the hearing, the judge goes, I wanted to ask you this additional question. And that is when they drop the hammer on you. And that's when you realize, I was not brilliant today. I was somewhere less on the scale. Oh, brilliant. All right, you're never going to get a perfect score on giving testimony. It just doesn't happen. I've had one under my own law firm where the person came out with pretty much the perfect testimony, blew me away. I was amazed. And think about that. I spend a lot more time with claimants than most attorneys doing this stuff because I want the claimant to give me good testimony. I want their words to come back and haunt me. These are... Okay, what are we at? We're at 12. These are 12 things that people use as excuses or phrasings, I guess I should put, that you should just not use when it comes to disability benefits. They just hurt your claim, and I know you mean well, and I know, a lot of people go, well, I was just trying to tell the truth. And if you were trying to tell the truth, you wouldn't have told the judge a long time. Oh, it's been a long time. I've smoked those cigarettes. A long time is not 3 months, and you know that. You damn well know that, okay? Oh, no, for me, that's a really long time. Anything more than 2 weeks is a really long time. All right, I will catch you a little bit later. Remember, I go live 8 to 10 every Thursday. If you want to catch up with me or want the most up-to-date information, shoot me an email or give me a call. If it's related to YouTube stuff and not obtaining benefits, just catch up with me during the live. I'm live on YouTube 8 to 10 every Thursday Eastern Standard Time. Have an absolutely wonderful night. I'll catch you a little bit later. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.